We are all animal lovers. We all have rescue pets, and we knew that we wanted to work with someone who rescued animals. And so we started searching around for rescues in our area, and this was one that we were all familiar with. And I've actually personally adopted a cat from them many years ago, so we decided this is the one we would go with. So we launched Impact back in the spring, and it's a charitable design initiative, and we're encouraging all of our members to get involved with community and do volunteer work. And we knew that as IDS National Staff, we wanted to do something also. We're not designers, so we decided we would help out some way with a local charity. So we started brainstorming and trying to figure out what kind of charity we wanted to help out with, and we came around to the idea of an animal charity. And then we just, by process of searching online and looking for animal rescue organizations in our area, that's how we found the Animal Rescue and Foster Program.
Animal Rescue and Foster Program, they would have been happy with a bag of food,
Mm-hmm.
Like they were just grateful to have anything.
That's very true, yeah, they were. Well, she was very surprised that we also gave them a monetary donation, and not just the donation of the food and the pet supplies. But I think as a staff, we felt it was important not just to buy food and supplies, to give them money, because a lot of these animals do require veterinary services. And so that they rely on cash donations for that also.
Actually, Percy, who was there today, the little Australian Shepherd mix, he had parvo. So they had to take him to the emergency vet and get him treated for that. So he's just now ready for adoption.
And when I was interviewing Sharon Gray, the executive director, she told me that they had recently had 2 or 3 puppies with parvo, and that's very costly and expensive.
And it's common, I think, as well.
Mm-hmm. Sharon, thank you so much for allowing us to come here today. I have Lauren and Della here. They're the other IDS National Staff, and for letting us hang out with the cats and the dogs and with your volunteers.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. We're glad to have you here.
And so can you tell us a little bit about the Animal Rescue and Foster Program, how you guys get started, and what it is you do to service this local community here in the Guilford County, Greensboro area?
We were started in 1993 because there was a woman that volunteered at one of the local animal shelters, and every day she saw very young puppies and kittens being put down. And she thought, why can't I start a foster care program for those puppies and kittens? And that's how she founded the Animal Rescue and Foster Program. So we've been going on now for 22 years, almost 23 soon. And we are strictly an in-home foster care program. We have a few cats that live at our adoption center, but for the most part, everybody lives in a foster home until they're adopted.
Now, you all are a 501c3, and you do rely heavily on donations from the community, correct? And
we rely completely on donations from the community. We are not United Way funded or city or county funded, so all of our health care for the animals, spay, neuter, food, cages, crates, that's all from money donated by individuals.
Wow. And what are your largest needs right now? We're coming up to the holiday season here. And so what do you need the most right now if someone from the community wanted to donate to you?
Well, monetary needs are always the biggest because we have so many animals that once we take them in, they get sick or something happens. And then food, dry dog food, dry cat food, cat litter is a huge need. Things like that, things that you use every day for your pet. We need it, but we need it times 25 or 30, you know.
Right. So how many animals right now do you have currently in your program, in the foster program?
We have about 35 right now.
Wow.
We just took in a bunch of puppies.
Right.
And,
those two little Australian Shepherds. So cute.
yeah, so, and of course, naturally, as soon as you take them in, something happens. We just pulled two dogs through parvovirus, which was very costly. And then you've got to have them spayed and neutered and their shots, and we make sure they're fully healthy before they go into their new homes.
Right. So, as a staff, we decided this year that we would do an impact project, and we chose you, of course. And so when someone donates to you, what kind of impact does that have on you as an association?
Oh my gosh, it takes so much pressure off the foster parents because if we don't have the food donated, the foster parents purchase it out of their own pocket. So it just makes a huge difference to them that they have food available and they're not going to, right here at the holiday season, they're not going to have to go out and spend their own money. And then toys and cat litter and stuff just makes a huge difference also because the foster babies and foster homes can have those things to use.
After I was done interviewing Sharon, she said, I want to show you the other part of our office here. And it had previously been a dentist office that had recently moved, and so they had taken over that space and rented it. And she took me back there, and she looked at me and she said, we also save people. And she started to explain to me that the volunteers that work in the Animal Foster Rescue Program also go downtown in Center City Park, Greensboro, every Sunday and feed the homeless. And she had this room full of boxes of tennis shoes, and she told me that some employees from Omega Sports, which is a local sporting goods store here, had donated tons and tons of tennis shoes and running shoes to them, and they were taking them and boxing them by size, and they were taking them down this Sunday to the park to give to the homeless. And there were kids' shoes, adult shoes, I mean, it just ran the gamut, and that was very touching to see that even an organization that we're trying to impact is turning around, and then they're impacting the community also. If I was encouraging someone to get involved in an impact project, I would tell them first, really think about where your heart is and what really touches you. If it's animals, if it's people, if it's children, if it's the homeless or people with disabilities, things like that. And then from there, start searching out charities and organizations that help that population, and you will make a difference in someone's life. You will impact somebody.
And it definitely has to be something they are passionate about. They have invest in, so.
Well, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy
you're
schedule
welcome.
to talk to us. And if you'd like to learn more, please visit our website at interiordesignsociety.org.
There's other people out there that we can help impact. And this is just an opportunity to step back and do that every once in a while.